Bass has got up hacks.
On in, trying to sidestep that Mbessa ultimate when it flies out. Weezer public execution connecting. They have the AoEs, point and click down. Weezer flashing away from the oncoming Maokai. Heart going. Maokai ult thrown. Pop Blossom as well. Rakan is going to be peeled away from that Ash arrow. Crystal arrow finds the mark. Crazy Fool, the first one to fall. Both supports can be traded. Jonathan Isaac pashed away. Yesay trading out, waiting for another Q rotation. Claw incoming. Harnan flashing. However, we have an ultimate coming through. Quickness spent. Arrow both finding Pop Blossom onto two. Wiggy's trying to peel for the backlines, but in comes Mbessa. Public execution locked where she stands. Season's assist to the backline. They have the chase down, forcing Yesay's flash as they continue to dive on in. Ball breaker. Shot, wall dive, ace complete, and God of Hacks the one to do it. This is absolutely beautiful. 2-0 no longer. We're picking up game one for Vision.
Sort of vibe are you going for? An Icehound, I think it may have beaten me.
The top lane, whoa! The only color top lane seen is green.
In the jungle is a little bit down on towards the Zinzao as
That is a jungler.
100%.
Meanwhile, in the bot lane, here comes a Magnet Storm jumping on in. Mom summoned Wiggy's up. Wiggy. For move speed, as it's going to be an honorable flip onto the other side. Heroic charge in. Poppy's going to be blown up first, though, as he's forced into a seismic shove of his own. 1500 left on the Drake. Yesay pushed back. Threaded volley plus find him out, but he needs his top laner to rejoin. Pillar of Ice blocking. Equalizer against the wall. That is beautiful placement. Hopping, skipping, jumping over the top. They have that Q.
Yeah, but no ultimates available. It's so difficult to try and actually look for this outplay.
A Crazy Fool shattering strike. Wiggy's going to be leading the charge onto Icehound as the Talia in some consternation. Crazy Fool's once again looking. Eyes on Rel. That's the big trigger pull. Wiggy's taking a whole heap of damage from oppression, though, as they continue to box him out of the pit. Re-engage possible. Trundle into the back lines. He blast cones over, and it's only to fall. Talia gets two in the shove. They walk into the meat grinder, and Talia says, "Thank you very much."
And with Zinzao nearby, they might look for more.
For a full dive, tanking up is in Zhao, and they have enough to get it done. Weezer throwing. As now Rainzer liking his chances, throwing out the ultimate. He can't line up for the Glen, throwing out emotes and ult left and right. They will be CC'd as Icehound gets another one with the threaded volley. Jonathan Isaac here to says towers cut. You had your scaling, you had your chance, and the heart beats on Vitagen heart.
Vision per minute, one of the highest.
Flash, Flay, Ignite ticking. Wiggy's is going to be flashing to the other side into the waiting Iron Death Sentence lands, and Wiggy
Lands a Weezer.
Weezer does have flashes connecting that first bone saw as he's going to get his EQ away. God of Hacks does have the Mundo passive pop, but it's traded in.
This wave to go in, and with this amount of time, things are coming near.
That Sentence could be flayed in the box proc. Tibbers going to be going in. Barrier to stall for a moment. He has a shield from the Ivern, and Harnan be able to take another moment. Pele waiting for that ultimate to tick on through. Icehound continues to give chase. Sprouty Field. Daisy autos. Double kills with it. Yesay, flash, Tibbers, stun, into the back lines. Icehound trying to find the damage. Cataclysm spent. Bullet time over the top as she's gonna be knocked out of it with the Tibbers. Isaac out. Icehound continues to pursue. Double kill to oppression as Tibbers goes back. Trying to cancel this. He throws out the Cataclysm outright, tanking tower shots. He does get a flash as here comes the root caller. Daisy into the back lines. MF has the damage. Tibbers summoned, but oppression does not care. Yesay is going to continue to eat autos from Crazy Fool. The long chase down, waiting on that bounce. Death Sentence to Daisy. Root caller to Annie. They fall in moments. EQ forwards. He does have the Demacian standard to throw out. Cataclysm, and Icehound jumped on. This Victor's gonna be yanked away to safety. Right place, right time. Thresh rips the kill from the hands of the Vitagen.
Lane instead.
Looking for an engage. Cataclysm. They find the AoEs. 3 men in. Here comes the Crowstorm. Bullet time. Gonna turn this one around into a big mosh pit. Daisy summoned. They have the Tibbers damage. The re-engage popped up. They have themselves a 3-for-2. Drake's gonna be starting. Can he rejoin his team who are hanging out in that river? Flash for flash, throwing out the ultimate. They have the fate sealed, but it is only Yone's story that ends. Cataclysm to trap the rest of the mid lane members in. Icehound has another shield. redemption as they have the battle of attrition. Weenzer continues to stall. Cataclysm onto only one. Wiggies doesn't find any fears. The rest of the red team can kite this one out, and you feel as Pele falls. Weenzer stalls 3. Wiggies sent the wrong direction, and Zap, they have fight left in them. Deadly Lotus pushing us to a game 4.
Back in my heyday, as Icehound in a bit of danger towards the mid lane, has the ult.
Mal's all sensed. Sion's gonna be knocked up here as Houndin continues to dive on in, waiting for that execute. Dives and doesn't get his Q off, decimating. No Sion ultimate, but he can find a bit of a flank, throwing out that nether grasp as the Voidlings chewing. He's got the E, Malefic Visions gets.
His ultimate does land.
Jonathan Isaac gonna be knocked up, going immune through the engage of the Encore. Rek'Sai gonna be chased down, however. Mal's ult spend shockwave onto 2. They're finding every member that's squishy. Sion can't even get involved. Into the back line goes Rek'Sai, has the fight sunk deep into the rest of Caitlyn's health bar. Seraphine falls, Sion mopped up on the end, and Zap, we're looking at another game inbound. Here, 6k HP, tension mounts, TP, channel, oppression finds the shockwave in the back lines. Here come the heal, nether grasp one of the junglers, 1600, who picks up the Atacom, but they're going for the fight itself. 4v4, oppression needs to put the damage in the back line. Rek'Sai finds a 2-man knockup. Here comes the Orianna, double kill to the AD carry replacement. Marksmen are out, mages are in. Oppression is gonna be linking up with his solo laners. God of hacks, you got tankiness, but you got no allies. Teammates dead, he falls. Ace to the oncoming tide, and what do you have to answer it? Weenzer's forcing Wiggy's flash onto the steps of the fountain. Exhaust spent. Where are your tools? Sion's gonna pull the trigger onto Icehound. Doesn't even get the knockup thanks to the spell shield. Encore 3, cleanse through the breath of life in the backline. Harngin gets the execute. It is simply a wallet diff, and you know what that means, Zap. Weezer's got the cleanup, and we're going to Silver Scrapes Game 5, ladies and gentlemen, as Lotus bring us there. For those of us outside of GMT, meanwhile, up in the top lane, Gotta hacks down to 100 HP. This is going to be Gnar auto attack, waiting for the one last boulder. Toss and Windsor. 3 minutes. Has the flash to avoid the bandage toss. Does he have the other side of the wall? Here comes the hop on in. Flash to the other side. No tower shot. The minion autos Windsor. Does he have the flip to mega? He does.
Relatively weak before that level 6.
Interrupted. Curse of the Sad Mummy available as he has the ultimate to use. Locked up with the root as Zir ult will fly out as well as Senna picks up the third of the game. Oppression continues to march on forwards. Here comes the alley dive. Unbreakable Will is not available. Root going wide. Dive on in with the bandage toss. Heated up towers can take a huge chunk down to 200, but they'll move. Got this out correctly. Hex flash of the wall connecting with that dredge line, but it's the Alistair. Unbreakable Will spend early. Bandage toss in. He's looking for more AoEs. Chains of Corruption can be spent into the back lines, and it's a move. Finds 3. Curse of the Sad Mummy locks them down. The alley pulls on top. You said it was a bad feeling about this, and I Crazy Fool is looking to really hammer the point home. Flash. He can't even rejoin his team. Nexus Tower is under siege. Ultimate will be sent in. The Emperor has fallen. His reign has ended. And from the depths of a reverse sweep potential, Vitagen hearts say not today. Game 5.
I got the sauce right now. Bust down wrist, wanna floss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Haters over there, go ahead and hype.